Hello, my name is Fatihah Quadri. I'm a poet, and today I'm going to be reading you two poems. The first one is Self Portrait with Phonemic Analysis by Abdulkareem, and the second one is The House by Warsan. Shire. Self Portrait with Phonemic Analysis. I knew at the Calvary, the sun pelting on my skin like a rainstorm of fragmented pieces of glass. I drag myself towards a crucifix where phonology says a boy, a broken boy, grief, grief. I think myself a guitar string, blessing the threnodies of the aches in this poem. Who will crush pomegranates into juice for me? Who will beat the bush of this boy into a floral garden of roses? Who will pour joy like a fricative sound into the living of this boy? I seek the road to the deletion of grieving, where grief deleted, bliss, bliss. Where I will sleep through the night without the body of a knife looking into my dreams. Where I will sleep through the night without drowning in the pool of my own fears. Where I will sleep through the night and not wake up as a butterfly's wing. But insertion says, insert, grief, bliss, bliss. Recently, I touched things and they flower out a monochrome of dead things. And my father, how he squeezed life out of him like an orange. Dear poet, when will you stop performing an autopsy with poems on all the broken things you know, including yourself? This poem is psych ward. This poem is psych nurse, which grew from your psyche. Like a wood, I am still holding my pea through hers, through the night, where pain is a bagpiper, blowing its pipe to me in this time of war. I like this poem by Abdulkareem because it shows a vivid imagery of grief. It shows the intersection between grief and phonology, how you can express grief in a very clear picture with language, with phonetics. And this poem is it's a very clear one with a very distinct language. It explains how grief could turn everything in one's life into ash. It explains how grief is a very strong thing, how it could turn a good thing into a bad thing. So I'm going to go to the second poem by Warsan. Shire. The House. Mother says they are locked room inside all women. Kitchen of lust. Bedroom of grief. Bathroom of apathy. Sometimes the men, they come with keys. And sometimes the men, they come with hammers. New son lot lagawayo, son give I alahea. I said, stop. I said no, and he did not listen. Perhaps she has a plan. Perhaps she take him back to hers only for him to wake up hours later, in a bathtub full of ice, with a dry mouth looking down at his new neat procedure. I point at my body and say, "Oh, this old thing. No, I just slip it on." "Are you going to hit that?" I said to my mother, pointing to my father, who is lying on the tiny table, his mouth stuffed with a red apple. The bigger my body is, the more locked rooms they are, the more men come with keys. How I didn't push it all the way in. I still think about what it could have opened up inside of me. Basil came and hesitated at the door for 3 years. Johnny with the blue eye came with a bag of tools he has used on other women. One hairpin, a bottle of bleach, a switchblade and a jar of Vaseline. Yusuf called out God's name through the keyhole and no one answered. Some begged, some climbed the side of my body looking for a window. Some said they were coming and they didn't come. "Show us on the door where you were touched," they said. I said, "I don't look like a door. I look like a house." They said, "Show us on the house." Like this. 2 fingers in the jam jar. Like this. An elbow in the bait water. Like this. A hand in the drawer. I should tell you about my first love, who found a trapdoor under my left breast 9 years ago. Fell in and hasn't been seen yet. Every now and then, I feel something crawling up my thighs. He should make himself known. I'll probably let him out. I hope he hasn't bumped into the others, the missing boys from small towns with pleasant mothers who did bad things and got lost in maze of my hair. I treat them well enough. A slice of bread, if they are lucky, a piece of fruit. Except Johnny with the blue eye, who picked my locks and crawled in. Silly boy. Chained to the basement of my fears. I play music to drown him out. Knock, knock. Who's there? No one. At parties, I point to my body and say, "This is where love come to die. Welcome. Come in. Make yourself known. Make yourself at home." Everyone laughs. They think I'm joking. I love this poem by Warsan Shire because it also expresses grief, and it explains how a woman's body could be a place where men can go like a door and close anytime. It explains the connection between want and the state of when you stop wanting something. It also looks into the stereotype that most men attach to women, like a woman's body is just a thing, a door, a place you can just go to when you're exhausted, which is not. The poem explains, the grief of femininity, what most of the time women feel, what they think, what the world make them think they are. The world here can be seen as the men. And this poem, it is lovely because the language is simple. Anyone, even someone that is not a poet, could understand. And it is written in a pure language, like a conversation that a woman might be having inside herself when she's facing a lot of pressure from, the other sex. I love the poem so much. Thank you.